All right, we should be back. We should be back now, guys. So let me double check the stream because that was the problem. That was a problem. So now I got a new stream with a new URL, but it seems like we're up and running. So we'll give people a chance to come back in for just a second, but
stream seems smooth.
It should be okay now, right? Like you guys are back.
There's
because
we got Dinesh, we got Philip the Fool.
All right. So you guys let us know. Well, I dropped it down to 8 megs up instead of fucking 28 megs up.
You're a madman, bro.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? I figured what the hell. So I think we should be back. I think we should be back.
We back.
Cool. Awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad we're back now. But then now I have to change one other thing, but we're gonna be okay though. I just have to copy the freaking thing and change the URL here, guys, for our chat, and then we should be good. Okay, so for everybody in the chat right now, everything's looking good. Everything's sounding good. We're back. It looks like it through chat. All right, cool. So whatever. Technical difficulties aside. So the movie was good. You recommend everybody to go see it?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely go check it out.
Okay. Yep. All right.
My theater got teary-eyed, bro.
Really?
There wasn't a dry eye in that theater, bro, for a couple times. You know, so
I'll just say this. I went home and hugged my dog. I did. If you're an animal lover, it's definitely gonna get you.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The beginning, the intro got some people all teared up.
Really?
Just because of what they were playing.
Yeah.
You know, they were playing a song and some people were like, "Oh shit, where's this going?" And I heard a couple sobs in the theater, man. After that, like the movie just freaking started. Why is everybody like losing their shit already? So yeah, it was it was good. It was good, man. I enjoyed it.
Well, you know what I did just realize, those of you who are now going to be watching on the replay, we just started. We don't have anything going on. No intro, no nothing. But that is okay, guys. We had some technical difficulties. That's cool, man. I'm glad. Well, we have some fun tonight, right? We did a little community showcase with everybody, checking out their third parties and customs and all that we can look at a little bit later.
Yeah, man.
Which I think is going to be really cool. But I thought, if it's easier, Jay, I don't know if you want to bring it up. If not, I can bring it up. But I figured we can kind of briefly go over what transpired this week.
Give me 1 second, and I'll bring that up. What do we want to start with? Do we want to, since we were talking about Guardians, do we want to bring up the Guardians, or?
I mean, we can briefly. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's bring them up, shall we?
Yeah, I think that would be okay.
Let's bring these guys up, and
y'all just gonna enable me even more right now. Looking at this shit.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I don't know about all that, but we'll swap scenes, because I had Palpatine up, but we don't have to see Palpatine. We can look at Palpatine a little bit later, which is fine. So let me see what Jay has brought up for us. Aha. Guardians of the Galaxy tease. So, I mean, you know, do you think that they're gonna actually do the whole team?
Yes,
I believe so.
Yes,
I don't see why not, unless there's something stupid going on with actor licenses, you know, like pending licensor approval and all that fun stuff, where it never passes. Then sure, whatever. But I think at this point, I think it's safe to say that we'll get everything. Now after seeing the movie, I can understand why Gamora. You know, I mean, even before that, I had an idea, but now it just makes sense why she's not even in here. So totally get it. But this is the team, man, and it's what I'm assuming that they'll actually do it. And if they do, I think that'll be really great, because you know that Hot Toys isn't really known for completing teams.
Right.
They
Not really. Yeah.
Just did it with the Justice League, bringing in Cyborg. That team was complete. It's great to see. They did it earlier with the first Avengers. That was awesome. So if they can actually finish this team to close it all out, you know, I think I'd be happy with this. It'd be good to see.
But would you want to buy a team that is like all in the same outfit, or does that like kind of detract you at all?
No, I don't think so. I think just because of everyone is their own unique character, bro. You know, so yeah, they all might share the same outfit, no big deal in my opinion. But I can understand why people wouldn't want to do that but they're not going to look all the same on the shelf. You know what I mean? Everyone is like distinctly unique, right? I'm looking at Drax. Hey, that's Drax. I'm looking at well, Groot don't have anything but himself, so that's fine. You know, I see Rocket. You know, Star Lord's the only like human in there, so everybody already stands out enough as it is. You know, to me, so I don't really have a problem with that.
What about you, Jay?
And like I said, I was saying earlier this week, like, if it would be a problem if I didn't have the originals, because I have the originals and they look badass in their own thing, like Slash Ravager outfit, or you know, they all had a unique style to them, kind of like how the X-Men did had a unique style to them. So you know, and I think still those are like the best interpretations of those figures because they have their own unique look. Especially Star Lord with the coat and everything like that. I think he looks badass with the coat and the scarf, especially from Volume 2. But because I do have those, this actually makes it appealing to me because they're more uniform. It's a team because it's something different. It's like, oh wow, they look like a uniform team with this one right here. And I kind of said this last week too, well, earlier on in the week. Like I said, if I had an emotional attachment to the movie, I would get the figures because I got in most cases. I kind of have to like the movie for me to enjoy the property. It's based on if I get the figures. That's just kind of how it is. It gets an extra sweet value when I'm looking at it on screen, and then I can look at it in my display. And I'm proud to say that, yeah, definitely have an emotional attachment to this third movie. I think Rocket was like the Rocket and Nebula, thank you, were the MVPs of this film right here. So I proudly would like to have these, join the collection. So yeah, I'm kind of all in on this.
Well, definitely. Now because you went and saw the movie, is that what you're feeling? You're like, oh shit, now I actually kind of.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we're both on an emotional high after watching this movie. So give it a few months to see whether or not if we see it again, if we're still that emotionally attached to it, which I'm sure we will be. But the fact still remains: there's a lot of shit coming out when it comes to these Hot Toys figures, dude. So that's another thing that we're going to consider. If we can make space for it, then yeah, I think this would be a dope ass display. But going back to your question about whether or not they're on the same uniform, I mean. Someone brought it up earlier too with the Bad Batch. They're fairly the same.
It's sort of. Well, they're a little bit different, but Fantastic Four, right? I agree with.
Okay, but then think about Enter You're building up your Chicago Bulls team, right? You got Robin, you got Pippen, you got Jordan. They're all in the same damn outfit.
Sure.
All the same uniform.
No, you're right.
That's it.
I'm just asking a question.
But I also think it depends on like what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? What comes with it. With the figures as well. That's the thing, because we still haven't seen that. Obviously these are everything they put up is prototypes, but these are rough prototypes, which is why everything's shadowed, because they don't really have everything up together. Once we see like the actual figures, when they do the actual like reveals, then honestly I can probably make a better assessment if these will be joining my collections. Right now, I think Mario, you're right. We're on that emotional high. So I'm like, yeah, man, give them to me. After that wears down, because it does. After it wears down, maybe like, man, these Spider-Man figures kicking my ass. I gotta get those. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That may be a whole nother thing.
Bro, we saw there's somebody that came out in this film. And when I saw that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was only like a 2-second cameo. But I'm over here thinking they could release that.
Well, let's not spoil anything. But I'm not.
If
so,
Jay,
then
I'm
yeah.
sure you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
So, but Yeah, that would be interesting if they release this figure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna move on from any kind of weird cameo or spoilers. For a lot of people that haven't seen that, do have a $5 super chat from the movie Canon. Oops, I just moved something. My apologies. Says question: when Sideshow puts hot toy item that a hot toy item is low stock, is that usually true? I'm a newbie hot toy collector. Keep up the great work, guys. Well, dude, no problems whatsoever, man. New people coming in every day. Nothing wrong with wondering like how it works, because lately things have been a little bit weird, right? Where as before, yeah, you could kind of buy it as like, well, maybe not, right? Or sometimes if it's a low stock thing on a weekend, we would tend to assume like it gets reset during the week. However, my advice, right, is that if you do see something low stock and it is something that you do want, then I would just at the very least pre-order it, right? Because you can put down the non-refundable deposit, which is typically 10% of the the MSRP of the item, and at least you got it locked in, and you can at that point decide if you want to lock it in as a payment plan and pay it off monthly, or do you just want to lock it in, put down like the $30-something, and then they'll charge you later when it's ready to ship, right? So, I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not like you mentioned before, the days of old, when there was an abundance of stock, we would take this with a huge grain of salt, because it's happened. We've seen it time and time before. We get a blue screen warning and the figure hits waitlist, but like you said, on a weekend or sometimes even randomly during the week. However, like maybe the next day we'll see it back to pre-order. These days, however, a lot of figures have been going in the waitlist and staying there.
Yeah,
we haven't really seen anything come out. I mean, hell, even the most of the Attack of the Clones line right now are still waitlisted. The original ones from last year, the ones from a year ago, right? The clone, the standard clones, the clone pilots, the battle droids, they're all waitlisted, or the waitlist is full, and there seems to be no sign of them coming back from Sideshow. So the thing is too is that if you search around, there are other shops that will still have these in stock. Although some of them may be low stock as well, or they could be waitlisted, but most likely you can find these elsewhere. But yeah, if it's something that you're actually interested in and you do want to get it from Sideshow, pick it up. Just like what Ant said, definitely drop the pre-order on it. It's only 10%. So that way your order is secured and it's the figure that you want. So I would say definitely, don't hesitate to do so.
Yeah, I would totally agree. Totally agree to that. I mean, Mario said it. Definitely. The game is different now. So,
oh shit, Crosshair's waitlisted now?
Dude, yeah, I think like the other what?
Wow.
Like a couple of days ago or something, right?
Yep.
Well, F me, dude. Damn.
Yeah. And listen, I understand that at the same time, here, let's switch to the other screen. I understand at the same time that there are other shops right out there that Sideshow's not the only one, but I try to, at least within the States, it's that, if Sideshow gets, let's say they used to get 5,000 units, right? Let's say the Emperor, 5,000, Emperors coming in, the Sideshow of old, right? Well, then they're like, cool. Well, we'll keep like, whatever, $3,000 of it. And we'll sell to people like us, everybody in the chat, want just, individual customers. And then maybe the other 2K go to, all the other stores that we buy from, the local mom and pops, the brick and mortars, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
Well, now, since Sideshow's getting lower purchase orders, it's just simple math. If they're picking up now instead of picking up 5,000 of the Emperor, they're picking up 2,000, right. Which means now they're holding, less for us to buy as individual customers, and then the mom and pop stores are getting a less number because they're just bringing in less on their own. So it's still kind of tough. Like on one hand, yeah, you can go to other shops and probably get it, but they're also getting lower stocks, right? So I mean,
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's tough. So a
Yeah,
couple of years ago, right, we would say that, nah, you don't have to worry about the pre-ordering and this and that. But now I'm feeling like,
Yeah, my comic book store is now getting like, I think like maybe 4 pieces per figure.
Yeah, really that
And
low?
yeah, and it's like two in the store, 2 on the shelf, and they keep the other 2 just in case, like if you have a problem, if you have to return something like that. So it's
That's
like that.
crazy,
It's
bro.
like 4 to 6. I
Which
think
is
4 to
basically a
6
case,
pieces.
then, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
yeah, no, exactly. And Jason, my man, hell yeah, dude, he says, glad I finally got to caught a live stream. Been a hot minute. It has, bro.
Definitely.
It has.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well, man. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. I figured you've been busy, but yeah, anyway, yeah, so it is. It's, as Jay's pointing out, like your stores are barely getting anything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, speaking of Palpatine though, man, you got him up, Jay?
Let me get him rolled and queued up
Because
You know what? While you're doing that, Ant, let me ask you something, bro.
sure.
Where the Mafia music at?
You know what's weird? Even if I could play the music, you wouldn't be able to hear it.
It's
You
weird
mother-
not having the music.
Dude.
It is weird not having the
Keep
music.
everything from us, bro.
Weird.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's just like
I
we're-
know.
wow.
I know. We don't have the music right now. So what we'll end up doing is probably, I
Man,
don't
it's
know.
like you're over here having this big ass dinner, dude. This big ass luxurious dinner, and Jay and I are on the outside looking in, like, "Hey, man, we want some."
Right.
Well, you're over here like giving us.
There
the finger,
there
nope.
still might be a way for me to inject it. So stay, we'll work on that because I think I can. So the problem is I could play it, but actually, I probably could do it right now. All I have to do is just simply change my microphone to be my broadcast stream mix, in which case you'll hear my voice and you'll hear the music, which could actually work. Now,
Ooh, 12-inch Moonstream says that he can actually sing. I want to hear that.
well, now let me ask you this. Can you still hear me speaking?
We hear you just fine.
So if I push play on some audio, I don't think it's coming through.
I don't hear shit.
Yeah. Well, at any rate, I'll figure it out because I actually can do that. And I can have it pump through my mix stream. Because the problem was before, if I did something the other way, everybody would have an echo. And we don't want to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Or do we?
well, I'll tell you what. How about we... Can you guys hear any music over there on the stream? CT says we got light music. I think you might be tripping. Anyway, Jay, you got that up. So we'll go ahead and bring them up. And we're not going to talk so much about the fact that it was May 4th. Some people are hearing music. I don't know. Anyway,
This was the weakest May 4th.
yeah, right. So regardless of that, right? Of the May 4th, let's just talk about the figures itself. But since you brought it up, Jay, I'm going to start with you because I'm going to try to mess with this audio.
Yeah, man. So Sidious.
Yeah.
Definitely was a surprise. I think it looks dope. I'm loving these new bases. These new bases just look amazing. They add. Now the only problem with them, they are a little high, and I know for a lot of detail collectors that can be a problem, especially not on the top shelf, not that much, but when you start putting on that second and third, them bases kind of like you can't really enjoy the head sculpt because it's up so high. So that's one problem I'm seeing with those type of bases. But collectors, we always find a way, right? But I do like them. I think they just add something to the figure, make it more statuesque.
Yeah, bro. Even in my mod cases, dude. I mean, because I got the 6 series with those bases, because my second tier are already on risers, so I'm not gonna need risers for these, I guess, man. So there's gonna be, if I put on a riser, then I'm definitely gonna be running out of ceiling space, for this
right?
guy. So
exactly.
it's gonna be. It's interesting though.
Well, but it looks good, man. I think it looks great. You know, he has the lightsabers. He has the got the USB light LED lightsabers. I can't wait for the first one to actually come on. I know that's Obi-Wan. I can't wait for that one to drop so we can actually see what these look like lit up. I mean, exactly. I'm sure it's going to be the same, you know, thing that we get from the batteries, but I doubt if it's like a what is that, Mario? A CFL type of thing? I doubt it's going to be
CFL. Yeah, no, I don't think
like
it's
as bright.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be as bright as that. That's the only thing. But still, it's good to have a, you know, you get some LED function without dealing with those little stupid ass batteries. But looking at the sculpt of this thing, the sculpt is the moneymaker, as it is with most 1/6 scale figures. But damn, this makes it look, you know, irresistible. And I was thinking of kind of bowing out of the Clone Wars, but after seeing this release right here, I'm kind of like, damn, I'll pick and choose. So yeah, I'm feeling it, man. I think it looks great.
Is that? But do you feel like that is, as you guys mentioned earlier, like with Guardians, it's like the initial, you know, excitement, or you know what I mean? Because like, what happens in a year from now with Guardians? Are you guys still gonna be like, yeah, I'm in it? You know, like same thing, but this is a little bit different, right? Because of Star Wars. And
this has already been settled for the longest time as far as this version of Sidious, right? This particular scene where we're seeing all these poses come from, it's already been established and, you know, in the can for years. But I understand your question as far as like, hey, it's a new release, let's all get hyped for the new release, and then we'll forget about it in a week, you know, once the next new thing drops, right? So will this thing actually hold the test? Will hold our interest over time to warrant that pre-order? Is that what you're basically asking?
Yeah. Like, how are you going to feel later? You know what I'm saying? When it's finally ready. Like, I would suspect this would be more of, oh, I'm still going to, yeah, of course I want this in a year from now or whatever.
I think that depends on what is released. Because that 40th, you know, those 40th figures, honestly, in my opinion, have priority over everything. When it comes to Star Wars. So if we get, you know, if we get a Han and Chewie 2-pack, I'm just throwing it out there. If depending on what we get, a Han and Chewie 2-pack, a Bouche Leia, or you know, all that type of stuff, yeah, that is way over this. Honestly, this would fall to the bottom to those compared to those pieces. And the fact of it is, as good as this looks, I don't have Darth Sidious, but I have a Palpatine. So I have, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a little different. And then, like I said, when it comes to Clone Wars, don't get me wrong, I love the Clone Wars. But the OT just it's over top of it. That's what I grew up with. That's what I think of when I think of Star Wars, I think of OT stuff. And even Mando. I mean, even in the Mando over some of the Clone Wars stuff too, because I have like all the Mando stuff because I'm just into it. I missed out a lot of Clone Wars stuff. Still, I did. So this may fall. I'm still gonna get it, but I won't be as in a rush to get. Put it like this: this will be, I'll buy it from Sideshow. I'll wait for it to come in. Those 40th figures is like, may have to go the 10 cent route. It's like I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? That's I gotta have it type of thing. So,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
With no wait time, huh? Just like, fuck it, I need it right away.
Yeah.
Jay, let me ask you, dude. Considering how long you and I have both collecting, I've never really gone the 10 cent route or any of the day one route.
Yeah.
You know. Aside from trying to be amongst the first in reviews or anything like that, you still feel like, even though it's something you really, really want, you still feel like it's still warranted to purchase day one like that from overseas?
I say this, it's not financially responsible to do that with every release and try to keep up with YouTube. And I don't do that no more.
But like you said, this is something that you would really want. If it's something you really want and you have to have now, you still don't have the patience to wait for it to come stateside. You'd rather get it still from overseas.
I'd rather get it overseas from 10%.
Even though considering the size of your collection, the space limitations, all of that factored in, you still want that like day one release.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like,
okay,
man,
cool.
I could die tomorrow, so I want it.
Okay. Well, look,
depending on what it is. Now, like honestly, like I'll tell you, like Cyborg was like one of those. I was like, I gotta have it, but then I thought about it. And I thought about how many times it was delayed from Sideshow. And then I also take that in consideration as well. Like, okay, I have it from Sideshow. Sideshow already has my money for it. Do I want to eat another NRD or do I just want to wait? And then I'm like, okay, I'll wait. Some pieces I deliberately don't buy from Sideshow because I know I'm going to want it. Like C-3PO, I didn't. Well, no, that's not true. I did buy that for Sideshow. But there's other things. Oh, Ahsoka, that's a good one. I didn't pre-order Ahsoka from Sideshow at all because I knew when that came out, that was going to be day one. Wanted it, and I did, and that's how I did it. With the Luke, I didn't. With the Luke, I got that from Sideshow and did it. Like I got that day one from Sideshow, and I waited, and it came in a month, and that was fine. The reason why I did that is because I already have like 7 Lukes, so it was
Okay, so here's the thing though, right? And we'll get back into that, but so. The situation though is like now, like this kind of goes back to what we were talking about a bit earlier. Like if you pre-order from Sideshow now, dude, they're shipping fast, bro.
Yeah.
So it's not consistent though. That's the thing.
It's very inconsistent.
Not everything.
Not like, everything. But like look, you got your R2s.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I got that quick. I got that quick.
Yeah. Some of these Star Wars figures they're getting in very quick, bro. But at the same time. Cyborg hasn't started shipping yet, has it?
Nope.
Has the Falcon Captain America started shipping yet?
Dripping.
Okay, so we have inconsistencies across the board. Right. We can agree on that.
Yep.
So then I guess to your point is it worth it? I guess in Jay's case, for me not so much because I'm not really doing any unboxings or here and there I'll do a review if it's something I want.
That aside, if it's something that you really really want, can you still wait?
I can wait.
Yeah,
I can wait personally. Personally, I can wait just because like we already wait that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So as long as it's not endgame cap wait, because that was bullshit, right?
Or in our Joker weight.
Or in our Joker. I don't even just know where that is.
Right.
So in that respect, I get it. Totally get it in that respect. Do have a $5 super chat, my man, from Hoth's Hometown Heroes. Thank you, my dude. It says if you order this and a black Jackson robe, they will probably come together. Falcon cap shipped Friday. Also, interesting. If you're wondering about or alluding to delays or whatnots, but everybody's different too, right? I mean, and like you guys said, there could be different, inconsistencies. It could just be however they ordered their batches or whatever, from Sideshow from Hot Toys.
Yeah,
like you said, like Falcon Cap's still not around. That's what's kind of shitty, right? Because we would always like consistencies.
Of course.
Of course. So, but going back to it though, I mean, I still think he looks cool, man. And I would say that because, you have, this kind of an interpretation of sorts too, right? As we discussed before, because it is the Clone Wars line, but it's nor animated or the cartoon, right? As we noticed with Hot Toys, they decide to try to go with the likeness. With that said, though, does that mean they're trying to actually capture the likeness right away, or do they take some liberties with it, right? Because I know some people are like, well, I don't really think it really looks like him. I think it personally does, but because of that uniqueness of going from animated form to live action, is there room for leeway in that respect? Oh, I mean, what do you think about that, Jay?
There's a little bit of leeway in that. I mean, me personally, I always rather have the actor. See, the thing is, I collect Hot Toys because I want what's on screen. That's my thing. I want the closest the closest, the most accurate of those outfits, of the actor's likeness, all that. That's what I want. I buy Hot Toys for the accuracy. And I like, and that's the thing. I like, I know, you know, there's some people, I know Leo had talked about this, like, it's they rather have the character than the actor's portrayal of the character, and that's fine. That is fine.
Well, I think that's in the case of the comics for like Leo, myself, in that respect, right? Because that's what we grew up with.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, my thing is I always want the actor's likeness, and I know these, you know, Clone Wars is based off 3D animation. I'd rather have this than to have those 3D animated. If these were all 3D animated pieces that look just the way they looked in the animation, I wouldn't have any appeal to it, because then it wouldn't really fit my collection.
Well, I think that's probably why they went that way, right? Because
exactly,
they would be kind of yeah, they wouldn't really fit, right? Exactly. But real quick, yo, what's up, man? Toy Quest 101, my boy Miguel in the house. I just want to say what's up, dude. Hey. Well, my favorite people on live tonight. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I that's kind of how I feel too, right? Like, it's that now Sideshow's dropping the animated versions.
Yep.
That's cool. But I'm curious if, you know, you obviously know, myself would probably be a no. I wouldn't want to have animated style stuff fit, because everything else that we have from Hot Toys is actor likeness, right? So it just feels like it may be out of place.
Correct. Yep.
But I think it looks good. Mario will be back. So yeah, he went dark. So yeah, he'll be back. So yeah, you know what I mean? So it just really depends. Yeah, so you see, the thing is, the license not necessarily split. It's just multiple people have multiple licenses. So because Hot Toys does more than just animated as well. They've had for 15 years. It's that that Hot Toys doesn't want to do animated. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, how Hasbro also has Star Wars, and, you know, XM has Star Wars. It just depends. It's not necessarily split. It's just that they'll do multiple things, right? Because I remember people used to say that. I remember that shit all the time. They're like, oh, Hot Toys can't do a 3PO. I'm like, yeah, they can. It's not like, you know what I mean? They just haven't yet in that respect, right? Like, we got a Return of the Jedi Luke, Darth Vader's. You know, we have all sorts of stuff from Sideshow. It's just Hot Toys can do it. I just don't think they ever want to. I don't think they want to tap into that animated version. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't go, it kind of goes against them. You know what I mean? Because Hot Toys always prided themselves as trying to bring you, you know, movie masterpiece. You know, like, we want to bring the actors in, which is why I'm glad they continued that route, you know, because I think it would be kind of weird. But, you know, if these were animated or something, so let, you know, Sideshow do their thing, whatever. But yeah, he's cool. I don't think it's somebody I'm gonna get, but I still don't know. You know what I mean? I can't,
so you're
like,
still on the fence. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence, and because on one hand it's pretty dope. Like, my Emperor is obviously Return of the Jedi, but he's just chilling in the chair. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is kind of cool because he's got freaking red lightsabers, dude, and they light up, and we don't have a lot of that, right? We don't have a lot of that. So but then again, you know, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily also need to go down lanes either, right? Like, I wouldn't say, like, as cool as the scene is, you know, in the story or whatever, I don't need a Clone Wars mall, right? Like this, for example, right? Just to be like, oh shit, or be like, oh, I have a Clone Wars figure. I must have more Clone Wars figure. You see what I'm saying? So, and that kind of brings into, you know, after the fact that, you know, we've got a couple releases that actually dropped, you know, this week too, and I am getting those. So, well, getting one of those anyway, even though I'm not, you know, so much into going down that line, for example, right? Things can fit. You can have visions of how you want to have your stuff set up,
right?
And I think some people get lost in that, right? Where it's like, I might as well go down that whole freaking lane. And I'm like, well, I don't need to. Or like Mario, I know he stepped away for a second, but, you know, Mario likes things to be canon, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to put that trooper over with this one because it's not, you know, and that's cool, but that's, I don't necessarily do that. Right. So,
and that's how it is with my collection. I'm kind of the same thing. It's like, I don't want, if I have, okay, so I'm not going to have the in-game Avengers next to the or they're gonna be like, I don't like the mixed match is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, I kind of like it. If I'm collecting in game, I'll have in game and then I'll have Infinity War. You know what I'm saying?
And just keep them separate.
And keep them kind of separate. Yeah, that's just how I do it. But you can also switch that up depending. I know some people, take liberties and do that. I mean, especially if I think it's a thing of how the figures complement, because at the end of the day, these are art pieces. And you don't want figures that are together that don't look good together. You want to kind of color. I kind of go by color coordination as well too. Like right now, I have a Black Widow. I have Black Widow in a snowsuit and Blade together on one shelf, and they really don't. They're two totally different eras of Marvel.
Sure.
And two totally different eras of Hot Toys. But they look good together, how the black and the white contrast each other. They look really good next to each other. So I do some of that as well.
Well, sure. One could take maybe Arena Fett and put it with Prototype Fett.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. So, but I mean, and Mario, I mentioned this while you were gone, but like, you like to keep things canon, right, in your display.
I like to keep things in continuity. That's what I like. I mean, if I'm gonna have like certain figures, like I'm not gonna put a clone next to Return of the Jedi Luke. That's not gonna happen.
Sure,
what I mean?
I get that.
I'm not gonna have Maul and Vader paired up together either. It didn't happen.
But would you maybe put? Is there some leeway? Do you have leniency?
Oh, never.
So you're like a purist.
Wait.
Okay.
I'll take that back.
Okay.
When it comes to my one-off display, where none of them go together, like I had it previously when I had the Godfather set up with the Terminator set up with Batman 66, set up with Jack Sparrow, where none of them go together, and that's the only exception that I'm willing to take. But if I got a collection full of Star Wars like this, right, where I've got prequel trilogy leading into Solo, leading into Rogue One,
so it bleeds in like a gradient.
Continuous, exactly. It's all continuous. It has that continuous flow, and if I can, I would kind of like it. I'd like to try to keep it like as we saw them, like what particular time in the movie we actually saw them, if it's possible. That's cool. That's just how I like to display my shit.
Yeah, me too.
But that's why I won't really do dioramas, because I really enjoy the museum kind of look, and that's the difficult part about being 6L when it comes to Hot Toys, because there's just so freaking many of them. Statues will make you.
It never ends, bro.
Be more selective. You're gonna have to have one representation to represent probably the whole damn franchise, or one film, or something. In the case where less is more. I know some of us here in the Cisco world, want more is more. But when you start collecting quarter scale, third scale statues and stuff like that, that's when less truly is more.
Well, yeah, agreed. But let me ask you this, and shout out, man. Hot Toys Hotline in the house, dude. What's good, my man? Thank you for coming through.
What's up, Connor?
As well, my man. Hey, but let me ask you this though, because if you were going to be, let's say you wanted to do troopers, right? Because we've all done it.
Yeah.
Is that you don't mind mix and matching troopers to a point if you want to do a display?
What I did the last time when I had all my troopers on display was basically the evolution. Starting phase 1 clones, phase 2, the stormtroopers, going to the First Order, and that's it. That's how I'll display. If I'm gonna do something like that.
Well, let me ask you this, okay? Because we're gonna bring them up in a minute, but let's say, what if you mixed like a couple of Purge Troopers with some Dark Troopers and some Death Troopers, and like a squad of just like full like black all black armored troopers?
If I'm gonna do a full trooper shelf, then yeah, I can do that. I wouldn't have no problems with that, because they're all on the same timeline. Purge Troopers and Dark Troopers, they're pretty much there. Well, no, actually, no, the Dark Troopers later. Death Troopers, Purge Troopers, I would, because
the Dark Troopers are from the remnants, right after the Empire has crumbled, right?
Right, yeah.
But it would still look badass.
It would look badass, dude, with Gideon leading them all. That's a sick display.
Yeah.
That
But
is.
for
That
me,
looks good.
I wouldn't do that. No, that
No?
would be nuts. That
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it.
in the case here of the battle droids,
Mhm.
do these only fit in an episode 2 display for you, or because it was the battle of at Geonosis, or would you put them with Darth
Only
Maul,
episode
or so only
you know
episode
why?
2?
Because I know these particular figures are branded episode 2. That's why. Even though
Well, they're
they could
all
be the
branded
same color-
something.
right? And I was still keeping all the branding together. So even though that these could be like a different shade, of battle droid, right? We're a darker shade of brown or a lighter shade of brown. Sarasa. And yeah, I would keep the lighter ones episode 1, darker ones episode 2 or 3 or whatever. Or if we get another variant to where they had a little bit of a color on them,
Mm-hmm.
that would show that if it's like some sort of officer, then again, depending on where I know where it's at in the canon, that's the shelf that it's going on. Whether it's on the episode 2 shelf, whether it's on the Clone Wars shelf, that's where my stuff all stays together.
Okay. What about you, bro? What about you, Jay? Are you in the same?
Pretty much. Like I said, I want to keep everything. I like keeping everything kind of uniform and together. And if they didn't appear on screen like that, I tend to not have them together like that. But like Mario said,
Right.
if it's a one-off type of thing, yeah, sure. I could definitely get with that. I could definitely make that work. Depending on how the colors and how the figures go together. But you'll never see me like have a Marvel figure next to it like a Star Wars figure. That's just kind of hard. I find it like
granted, but I mean like within reason, right? Like, because
what I could probably do, bro. I mean, if I had like a variation of a trooper, like whether it be a Chrome Trooper or something like that, something completely isolated from the original trilogy, next to something like a one-off, like a Deadpool, I could probably do that, or a vintage color Boba Fett or something like that, some sort of variation of a particular character, right, next to either a Marvel figure or one other one-off that doesn't really go in directly with what I'm trying to display, right? So I'm not gonna put. I mean, well, actually, it would look cool. Put Deadpool in with the rest of the Avengers and shit like that.
Well, Deadpool's kind of a fourth wall breaker guy too.
Yeah, okay,
so
forget Deadpool. Say Miles, right?
Yeah.
Say Spider-Verse Miles.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse Miles.
Okay.
Right. Something like that. I could probably put next to something that's a bit of a variant, like I mentioned, whether it be a particular Chrome Trooper, Stormtrooper, or whatever like that, or something crazy. Like I don't know. Like I mentioned before, with the vintage color Boba Fett, or Boba Fett on Throne with the comic black. He didn't become on Throne, but you know what I mean. The arena suit Boba Fett.
Sure,
like that.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I could probably do something like that. But most likely, what I would want to do, since I have I don't have so many of them, but because I do have a small collection of variants of characters that are within the Star Wars realm, I would want to put them all together on the same shelf.
Okay.
Give them all together. But if I'm gonna mix it with another IP that's also a one-off, I don't think I have a problem with that personally.
The reason I asked, and which led me to putting a poll in the chat, guys. So 115 in the chat, by the way, man. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my two dudes, brother cousins and Mario, if you have not already. And hey, new to the channel, man. As you can see, the bottom right, road to 5K, man. We're almost there. We need 69. More subs, dude. 69 dudes.
Come
right
on, y'all, let's go.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, but that's right, Thick Bantha boy. Some offspring. Got to keep them separated. So, but listen, it really depends. But that's why I put a poll in the chat, man. So let me know what you guys think here. Do you keep it uniform or do you mix and match? Just curious. For me, it just depends, Mario. I'm not like strictly locked into a set, pattern. Like, I like it. Don't get me wrong, right? But like, let's say I wanted to have, Darth Maul and Vader and Palpatine, on a shelf together.
Sure.
And it all depends on how you display it too. And what you're using to display it. Like if you're using 𝗦𝗔𝗩𝗘 cases or the muscle, the modified muscle racks, you can make it look good. You know what I'm saying? I just think you would have to have them spaced out in a certain way. So yeah, it could be done. It can definitely be done. It just depends on how your presentation is.
Well, you know what I think it is, Jay? It's that you and I, and Mario to a point, so not to completely exclude Mario from it, but you and I have a lot of IPs.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So I think that's where I'm comfortable with in that sense, because like even like right next to me I got Cloud, and then Ezio, and then Ryu, and then Leon and Claire. Of course they're all video games, but they're clearly from different games. But on a shelf I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're all like excuse me, they're all kind of representing this video games in general, right? Rather than but no, I don't have like a Terminator or Predator here, or a Jedi, because I'd be like, well, it doesn't really work. So I think that's how I've just gotten so accustomed to doing stuff like that here and there, because I'm used to it, having multiple things that go to different stuff. But either way, we digress. So we do have these, right? Attack of the Clones. They're finally out. That was a fast one, right? They came out May the 4th. They got released May the 4th.
Yep.
So again, not so much for me, but I'm sure, I know Mario, you've grabbed a couple, I think, or are you getting just one?
From Attack of the Clones?
Yeah. Because droids are weird, right? I mean, what do you do?
Oh, you're talking the battle droids in particular?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't gotten any yet. I haven't gotten any of them yet. I do plan just to get one. I mean, I think I'm good.
You really think just one?
Build. Well, bro, they're gonna be coming out with variants of these things, man. I only need one. Right? I mean, if I were gonna like get two of them, then I would probably put 3PO's head on it, but I really don't want to do that. But the thing is, we're gonna get the lighter one that comes with the stat from episode 1. For sure, that's coming. We'll probably get an even darker one than this. Like maybe like in a what was it? Either Battlefront, I think it was.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 had a couple, but I think that IP is dead.
I think we could maybe possibly get like a more weathered battle damage version of these things. I think there's all kinds of variants that we can get with battle droids, dude. They're easy. It's easy money, dude. It's just like stormtroopers, dude, or an Iron Man or something like that. They're easy money, different paint schemes. They can be from something completely different. You can start bringing out video games, more from the prequel trilogies. Clone Wars could be another one as well. So they're gonna. I've got a feeling we're gonna see a lot of these things. But this particular one, this one from Attack of the Clones, I'm fine with one.
I guess, yeah, one would be okay, because you're right about that. Like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get, some Jedi Survivor. They could do everything, as I showed off before. Like, there's just so much. Sure. There's so much, dude. So I'm not really
like with the 501st clones, right? When those drop. I picked up 3 of them because they're 3 different display options. Even though I know that we're going to get more clones down the line, they had a phase 1 display option, they had a phase 2 display option, and they had a 3/32 display option. I want all 3 of those in the display, so that's why I picked up 3 of those. I didn't have to army build like 6 of them per se, but I'm good with something like that. That's where I want to try to focus the collection, even though they're going to get populated later down the line as they start continuing to drop more, as we saw earlier this week with Commander Fox. Although it's only phase 1, but it's still another clone. They're going to keep coming and coming and coming. So that collection will eventually grow, instead of like, right now, I should just, where some might want to buy, like, I don't know, like a case or 2 full of clones and just pop them all on the shelf, not really preparing for the future.
Well, the only reason I was asking is because if you were to be like, hey, I really want to make like an Attack of the Clones shelf, then I would argue on my end, even though I'm not doing it, but just the way my brain works, if I got all 9 releases so far of Attack of the Clones, and I still had Yoda and Dooku and Jango, right? And it was just, this whole shelf is episode 2. I would kind of feel almost obligated to buy multiple battle droids to kind of like, kind of have on the outsides, or maybe, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you want them flanking some character or something like that?
Something to kind of make the whole thing.
The only thing that I did that with is just this Emperor right here with the Royal Guards. That
right,
one
same,
I felt
same,
compared to
right?
two of them flanking the throne.
Yeah,
that's the only one that I've done that for, where I bought 2 identical figures like that. So here you go. Just so y'all can see that right there. That right there. I felt compelled to do that. That had to be done. That was a must.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
That's pretty the only exception.
Yep.
So
You know, because that's how I got the diorama. Well, you guys know the
Yeah.
jazzing diorama, same thing. I got them flanking it. You know, because I can't enhance right now because I can't do full screen. So, but we've all seen it. But
well, if y'all want an enhancement, I did put out a collection tour.
Do tell.
In the form of a short. Y'all want to go check that out?
Okay, well, hey, that's fine. That's totally okay, man.
It's just OT, man. I just put out there real quick, man. If y'all want to check that out, you'll see that setup right there. So.
Yes.
Nice.
If you haven't already, guys, go check out Mario's, which yes. I'm sure everybody has. But really, if you guys haven't, subscribe to both of my bros here, man. Like getting everybody where we need to get. That's interesting, dude. Well, I'm like I said, I'm not really messing with them, so it's not going to be for me. But
sure.
As far as Jay, you know, I'm always weirded out, man, when it comes to certain aspects of Star Wars with you, because you're kind of like me too, but we both have our likes and dislikes. And
yeah,
I know we kind of talked about this, but I'm also old and I forget. And then there's maybe people who haven't seen your show on Thursdays.
Right.
You know, best of the best. So make sure you guys check that out as well. But so I don't even really remember or know, man. Like, are you getting these or?
Dude, I don't even remember if I said I was getting.
Right, because we talked about it, but I don't remember.
Well, you know what? No, we didn't talk about it because this came out after Best of the Best. They dropped these Friday morning. So no, we didn't talk about it.
Oh, that could have been I don't remember what I did yesterday. So
I don't even, man. I don't remember what I did an hour ago, honestly.
I don't know how I got here, dude, to be honest.
Right.
Me neither. I just push buttons and things work.
It just works. It just works.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I mean, I hear what Mario was saying about this. We're gonna get multiple. We're gonna get these in multiple different versions. So I know I want at least one. I don't have one pre-ordered. I'm not getting it. I'm definitely not gonna get it from 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗃. I think these would. I want a deal on these, honestly, because these I think you kind of have to at least have two. At least I was thinking that before Mario, said what he said earlier a few minutes ago, because I'm like, damn. We are going to get them in different variations. So it'll be nice to get a different variation of these than just have the same one. Or I have two of the same one. I thought that this would be and I know people always like, oh, Jay and his damn 2-packs. But I think this would have been a good 2-pack. I really do. I think I can make one work for now. I could taking one and then having one posed up and then having the Obi-Wan Kenobi the accessories like broken up.
Yeah, the broken droids from episode 3. Yeah.
And then have one there with a gun and then have one all broken up. I think that would look pretty cool doing that. I can make one work and then either wait to get another one for a deal, or wait for them to put out another variation. So because I don't think these are going to go anywhere now. And now if they do,
they're gone already, bro. There's a lot of shops that don't have these in stock.
Really?
So I'm on the hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There is.
That's the thing. If you're gonna try to find a deal on these, let me know so I can get that same deal. Right? They're becoming scarce.
Yeah,
they really are.
Yes, I'm probably gonna have to. Yeah.
Well, that brings us to what we were talking about. Like they're not messing around anymore.
No.
But and we'll talk about that. But 12-inch Moose Dream, dude. Thank you, my man. $2 super chat says my in-art rooted Joker arrives next week from Kit.
There you go.
Hey, congratulations,
dude.
brother.
Congrats, brother. Hell yeah.
Great figure.
Yeah, they're completely like you got to pre-order. I hate to say it, but things have kind of
days of old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed up.
Yeah,
things have changed.
Yeah, so it's kind of tricky because, like you said, like when was the last time Mario or Jay, but particularly Mario because it happened to him. But like, when's the last time this has actually happened? Where we're like, I didn't order it, and it's new, right? It's new, and then we're like, oh shit, we can't even get it now. We can't even find it.
Yeah.
The what you call it, Arena Suit Boba Fett.
That's different. That doesn't count.
That different doesn't count.
No, because they were, you know what I mean. That was like a right out the gate limited run type weird, situation.
So normal release then.
Yeah, like a regular. Yeah, it's all new to us now.
I mean, look what's going on with Ahsoka. That was like gone. She's like out of here.
Yeah, I can't think. You know, it's like back in the day now, right? There was these waves where like this is kind of
even the same back in the day. What really flew off the shelf instantly were pretty much all those movie promo editions, the ones that were actually limited.
Right.
You know, one of the like you even said yourself too. Remember that what was it? The stealth Mark 7 Iron Man, where it was all black. That one sold out like damn near day of that. I remember Civil War Cap, the Avengers, Age of Ultron, Wanda, also those movie promos again sold out day one. You know, so even though back in the day figures wouldn't really go like waitlisted before they were in stock at Sideshow, but they wouldn't stay that long on the shelf either as they were before.
Sure.
You know, so now with a lot of these actually going to waitlist before they even drop is kind of new. I don't from what I remember, I really don't think, other than anything that's the exception, like I mentioned with the limited release, I don't think we've seen this before. So basically, if they continue to do a pre-order only method, I don't think I'd have a problem with that, because all it's doing is increasing the demand and making these things collectible again.
However,
which is fantastic.
I agree with that 100%. However, if it's like that across the board, right? If it's like that across the board, then it's really kind of hitting us more, because now we're feeling, or at least I am, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling the pressure where I'm like, shit, now I don't have to pay in full right now, clearly, right? You can put down an NRD, but that's still like, you know, $30, $30, $30, $30, $30, you know, whereas before we were like, whatever.
Yep.
We'll get it when it comes out or whatever. I'll catch it below retail. Someone on the BST. Oh, this shit's going to sit in stock. We'll get a discount code.
Perhaps some collectors will adapt, and it will make some be more pick and choose of what they're going to get. Just because we know that we can't get.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm picking and choosing now.
Yeah, you are.
And I think that's good. Because it really is like, what can you live with and what can you live without? In a perfect world, yes, we want everything. We want everything. It all looks good. It all looks good. But you can't. But realistically, you can't have everything.
But you know what's great at that, though, Jeep? At the end of the day, is that look, I think it makes everyone. We all love looking at people's collections, and the more this kind of thing happens, and the more that collectors become selective about what they get, I think everyone's collection becomes that much more unique. Not everybody's rocking the same thing, which is awesome. I mean, it's not. I understand it. It may not be fair for everybody, you know, but it's just how that's the collecting game in general.
Because about 2 years ago, everybody.
It was kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
It kind of was. It kind of was.
Yeah.
Everybody had this figure. Everybody had that, and everybody would post it, and then you would just see the same figure all on your timeline. Yeah. It was, and not to discourage anybody.
Sure, but it was always like this wave of like, oh, this is what everybody got today.
We all got
this. Is what everybody got today. Yeah. And so I totally
like Jay, your background right there with those Ghostbusters behind you, with the Ed 209, the RoboCop, with the Terminator shelf behind you, the Back to the Future shelf. That's unique. And same thing with you, what you're doing with your 80 shelf. All that shit's unique. Everybody got this shit that I got.
Well, no, to be fair, a lot of people don't have all the OT. There's just a few of like
right.
But right.
If I were to put the figures on the top shelf down here, oh yeah, I got that. They look like everybody else's collection.
Right, I get that. So
that's why, and that's just what I'm saying. As these figures become more, you know, collectible in a sense, everyone's display just becomes more unique again, and that's what I love seeing that shit.
Well, that's the thing. Hot toys in general, and I got a lot of comments on that. When I did the on last Sunday, when I did the Good Morning Grails for shameless plug for the Michael Jackson figure, a lot of people was like, "Damn, this feels special. This is when Hot Toys."
Well, it was much, I'll let you continue, but Hot's Hometown with a $2 super chat real quick. Thank you, my man. He said, "I didn't choose the Dopo life. The Dopo life chose me." And that's true. Because you're absolutely right, Jay. And this is kind of why I feel I hate it, because it's not like I'm not burnt so much, but in like the IP. Like I'm not really burnt in Star Wars, although there's been so much lately just in media. But I'm like, there's been a lot. Doesn't take away my love for Star Wars, but when it comes to Hot Toys, well, 6 scale in general, but you know, Hot Toys is the main distro for this type of stuff, right? That's where I'm feeling it too, because I missed that, Jay. I missed that, like being like, oh, hey, cool, look, here's a Michael Jackson, here's a RoboCop, here's, you know, whatever.
That variety, man.
Yeah, and it doesn't even, bro, it doesn't even have to be 80s, right? Because everybody's like, you know, that's mostly our stuff, right? But it doesn't have to be. You know, John Wick is a good example of something new, right? that comes out. Alita was something new. Hellboy was something new.
Yes.
You know, now can we blame that on Hollywood for just not putting, you know, just putting out shit? You know, there's no movies, there's no, you know, there's nothing fun anymore these days. I think it's all like, I don't know, to a point, right? Whereas when we look at back in the day, we could judge that and be like, well, there was so much good shit, so of course we want one-offs of all that.
Yep.
They don't make a lot of new IPs these days, oddly. Like you know what I'm saying? Like kind of, but not really. So I get that Hot Toys couldn't. Plus they're trying to follow the money, which I get. Right at this point.
I think the IPs honestly are out there. It's just what they choose to put money behind and actually make. I think there's a big market out there. Well, see, and this is where the problem comes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I would personally like to see, a lot of obscure stuff, but will that obscure stuff sell? And that's where the problem comes into play. I think it would, depending on what it is, and where the market is, where the world is at that time. You know, I think but you have to take all those things in consideration, like on what would sell, what is popular, what is in now. Like a couple of years ago, nobody was talking about Elvis Presley. Let's be honest, they weren't. The Austin Butler movie comes out, and now Elvis is back again. Everybody's talking about, you're seeing memorabilia, you're seeing things being made about Elvis and stuff like that. So, you know, now Elvis is hot again. Things go away and come back. Same with, you know, to certain people, to certain music people or certain sports things, people come in and out. It's just people tap into it. So I guess it has a lot to do with anniversaries. And I think we were getting a lot of that from Hot Toys. Like Hot Toys did a thing where they were just doing figures that honored people. Like you had like the Stan Lee, the Stan Lee just as Stan Lee. You know, you had the Bruce Lee, I think it was the actor Bruce Lee, and it was not the Enter the Dragon figure, but the actual him with the chair sitting down. You know, you were getting figures like that, and I think we need to get more stuff like that. Just like these are just special figures, and they can be limited runs, special editions, and I think that would be things. Those little things like that would make the property feel more special, and not just this tranche of just Disney stuff all around. And that's good. I understand that sells, but I also think once again they have to throw a bone to this. Maybe here's a Marilyn Monroe, here's this, here's that, and you were getting that from like Blitzway. You know, you know, they were doing like Audrey Hepburn and all that type of stuff. I think I would like to see Hot Toys take on those type of things, like adult figures, different IPs.
Yeah,
I think that would be. Yeah, I think that would be amazing. They don't have to do limited. And they could be limited runs. They don't have to do a big run for it. And I think that would just, you know, add more diversity. Diversity as in diversity of different properties instead of just everything being Marvel, DC.
Well, that's kind of what we were used to as well for a while. And so for some of us, it's kind of like, wow, we kind of missed that. But then for new collectors, I think that's also kind of, you know, beneficial for them as well, because it may not have to go back to the 70s and 80s and 90s if they don't want to, but just in general, just like you said, having that diversity in that sense of multiple IPs to kind of choose from makes it, you know, it's because there's one thing about 6 scale, and we're going to talk about it here a little bit tonight too, you know, about, you know, so many different companies, third parties and customs and whatnots that, you know, when you get into 6 scale, it's kind of like its own world, you know. It's your own sandbox. So as obscure as something might be for you know, for you might be like what I've always wanted. And I get that not all the companies are going to do that because they're like, well, is it going to sell? You know, maybe not. It's not relevant. Like you mentioned, you know, like with Elvis kind of, you know, having a new movie, this stuff comes up. boom, right?
Yeah, like I would like to think, like, how did, you know, Blitzway come up with the idea of doing Kurt Cobain? You know, like,
yo, I forgot about that damn figure, to be honest.
Yeah, that's badass.
Holy
you
shit.
know,
Yeah, that's right.
that is just like that just speak. And I mean, they probably thought about it like this. They probably looked at it like this. Oh, it's a lot of '90s kids, a lot of kids in the '90s. You know, a lot of young kids and teenagers in the '90s are now 40 and 40-plus-year-old adults with disposable income. Let's turn on the presses. And now the '90s is kind of a big thing now.
Yeah,
you know, people.
it's starting to kind of.
Yeah,
Exactly.
even '90s fashion is coming back. I'm seeing people talk about Doc Martens and all that. The big
all them
shirts,
baggy pants are coming back.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be rocking some Jenkos, but I don't know.
Right.
I do got a $2 super chat though from Lord Fog, dude. Thank you, my man. He says, "Have you seen the 1/6 scale Jaws shark from Shark City Ozark?" I have not, but that's interesting. I don't know if I need a Jaws. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, Jaws was dope, but that's still the reason I don't go to the ocean. You know, no, just, you know, and
Are you still traumatized?
Oh God, yeah, dude. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. Like, that's so terrifying. I'd rather be shot out into space than dropped in the middle of an ocean. Like,
hell yeah.
You know, because I don't know where anything is.
That'd be my personal hell.
You know, and CT though, you know, it's not like I'm burnt, right? Because you're right, there is awesome shit. There's and we talk about that all the time. Like, we're in like this new era of collecting from multiple properties, but when you're used to Hot Toys, and then Hot Toys is just Marvel, Star Wars, you know, nonstop. That's great. It gives us all an opportunity to get stuff that we want. But what about the other lanes? You know what I'm saying? That's because it's nice to always have that, right? It's like the good old workhorse. Like, you know, you can rely on Hot Toys at this point to always give you a Marvel figure or a Star Wars figure, right? So that's great. That lane is there and it's awesome. But I would just kind of like a little bit more lanes, right? Too.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
That's why DC, like, I fell in love with a lot of DC stuff last year and this year, honestly. And I think it's because it's not that much of it. You know, so that kind of makes me kind of like it a little bit more because it isn't that much of it. Whereas Marvel, it's so many different lanes. It's so many different. You want an Iron Man figure? Shit, we got them. You know what I'm saying? You want a Thor? Shit, I have about 4 Thor. Could possibly have 5 or 6 of them if I wanted. Like I said, I have 7 Lukes, and probably by the end of this year, I'll probably have 8 or 9.
Sure, same. So it's,
you know, yeah.
I do want to bring up the this Facebook post I did, but we'll do that in a little bit. But do you want to bring up Fox real quick? We'll just
let's
rock him for a second, because I know that was one other. We're just kind of bouncing around, guys. 120 in the chat, man. We're 52 likes. Can we get to 100 likes while we're live? Definitely think we can. We always do. But just quick reminder, really helps the channel, of course. So let's try to get to 100 while we're live, my man. And subscribe to Mario and Jay if you guys have not. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing that, because I'm sure you guys all are, but there's new people every day. So
Mike in the chat is cracking me up, dude.
I did not see what he said. He said, I got into Hot Toys because I'm married now and don't have to worry about getting laid. I also don't get laid because I'm married now. It's a weird paradox. Hell yeah, dude. That's freaking hell yeah.
Don't want to have sex, get married.
Right? No, I feel you. Oh, I still have Palpatine up. I don't know if you had brought up Fox.
Fox is there. He should be there.
Is Fox there? Why can't I see Fox?
Yeah. What does Fox say?
I don't know. I don't know why we've got him there. Why do we have him there?
I'm looking right at him. You don't see him?
I don't see shit. Now I do. Now I do. My things again tonight, you know, guys, I've been building stuff, so things are a bit different here. Yeah, so okay. I'm not even gonna talk about this because you guys know I don't collect I don't collect clones or Clone Wars. So
yeah.
I don't have a frame of reference to critique this or have an opinion on it. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys, but I want to start with Mario because I know you're more into it than all of us, even though Jay's in some, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Now look, man, this is a weird one but No, I say that in a sense because I think that it would have been cooler to see. Now that this one isn't, I think this is beautiful, dude, and I'm definitely getting this. This is coming home. If this were a Phase 2 Commander Fox,
no, we've been hearing about that.
You know, I think that would have been. I think that would have been damn cool, dude. But I'm definitely grateful for this. It's just a little weird to see him. You know, the Phase 1. You know, Commander Fox posed up with the Phase 2 Coruscant guards. You know, it's a little bit, you know, off. It's a little bit strange to see that, but you know, this is still beautiful nonetheless. You know, I love this thing. The design on it, you know, this crazy shade of burgundy, you know, I guess that they're using. You know, the design on the chest. I remember seeing Sideshow actually doing this before, way back in the day. So Hot Toys coming out, I guess, you know, with their interpretation of it, which is great. Again, like I mentioned, I'm still collecting clones. You know, I'm going hard on clones, bro. So this is definitely coming to the collections, and I'm hopeful that they'll release the Phase 2 armor as well. But that being said, another commander just gives me hope for even more commanders. Commander Green, Commander Bly. What was the other one? Doggone it. The one that was with 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗥. Why can't I think of his name right now? It's slipped my tongue. Y'all can help me out in the chat with that. Yeah, Bakara. Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, that's another one too. I would love to see like more commanders actually come out. Wolf, yes, another one too.
Okay.
Coming through.
See, I was talking to CT earlier too, and I don't remember what he said, but he was saying because Phase 2 is not 20th anniversary. As far as why people aren't, you know,
Commander Fox isn't 20th anniversary either.
That's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. Like
20th anniversary, you released, what was it, Captain Fordo, I think his name was. That would make sense, but considering that they released Palpatine or Darth Sidious, you know, from the Clone Wars, so the whole 20th anniversary thing, in my opinion, is thrown out the window. Who cares? They're just gonna release whatever they want. You know, it's within the Clone Wars line. So who gives a shit? Right. But they look great. You know, I love them. I love them both. And let me go back to Sidious real quick. Let me mess with both of y'all because P-Rock did this shit to me. And I want to do this to you.
I mean, we could.
You go back, Jay. You go back and look at those photos of the head sculpt, and tell me you don't see Mr. Burns from The Simpsons in there now.
Oh,
straight up, dude. You go back and look. Go back and look at that shit.
He does
and
look
tell
like
me
Mr.
you don't
Burns.
see Mr. Burns.
He does.
Freaking P-Rock just ruined that damn figure for me, man. But now I wanted even more. You know, to be honest.
Even more. It's like excellent.
Exactly, man.
So just hand me my lightsabers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
You look just like Mr. Burns, dude. It's the funniest thing. Right there. Look at his hands. Look at his hands, dude.
Oh, do you think it's just because of the pose or what?
Even the head sculpt.
No, the head sculpt,
dude. Everything, dude. That's straight up.
He got the brown. Hold on. Y'all said that shit last night. I was like, damn it, don't look at him.
Look at that. Straight up.
Excellent.
Okay. Well,
man killed.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, but anyways, nah, Commander Fox definitely coming home, bro. I love it. I mean, more clones for me, the more the merrier.
Okay, well that's fair. What about you, Jay? I mean, is this, you know, because like I said, I don't really pick them up, so I'm just.
Foxy. I respect it. I like it. I don't need it. Like I said, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to buy anything from the Clone Wars. That would be a lie. I'm not going to say that. I just have to really take my time and pick. I will be cherry picking because the Clone Wars line is thick as hell right now. So with all the rest of my stuff that I'm collecting and like anticipating, hopefully if we get more things for the 40th, if we just get those 2 damn figures for the 40th anniversary, goddamn it, Howard, I'm gonna get on a goddamn plane. Swear, man. Anyway,
well, I think you know,
yeah.
That can't be it, man. That can't be.
Yeah, I don't think it's it. I'm just curious myself. As to, and everybody out there in the chat, don't take this the wrong way, really, at all. But I'm just curious why they only released 2 figures for May the 4th. Not even the fact that it's not Return of the Jedi, though. I think that would have made it some sense since they've been marketing the shit out of it and it's in theaters and, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they only did 2.
Shit ain't ready. That's what it is. Stuff ain't ready.
You think that's just what it is?
I think his stuff is not ready, and they know they can't get away with, like, even when I thought about it, and I was saying this last week, I was like, hey, even if they showed us a Han, let's just say, because we don't know, but let's just say if they are giving us a Han and Chewie, I'm not gonna say 2-pack, but a Han and Chewie, they're giving us a Han and Chewie, right? They probably want to make sure that the prototypes look damn good, because they already know the scrutiny is going to be through the roof. For so many people have been waiting for that, so they can't do a thing where it's like head sculpt subject to change. They're not going to get away with. I think they want to come at this guns blazing. They really want to get those pre-orders in, because those are anticipated figures. People have been dreaming. I know there's a collectors out there that is dreaming that they could get a Han and Chewie for like retail.
Sure.
They want to make sure that, and I'm sure they want to make it. They want to. And like we know with NART and all these other companies out here, they gotta remain the top dog on the hill. So they gotta do everything they can to make those figures look phenomenal, so they can get the pre-order. Because like if you look at Mr. Burns back there, he looks good.
Right.
He looks damn good.
He looks damn good. Yeah.
That sculpt is undeniable. That is, when I saw that's Ian McDermott for damn sure. So they gotta make sure that they look good. And that deal with I was going to call him Han Solo. That deal with Harrison Ford, that could have been a deal that they just now finalized, and now they're like, okay, they could have probably been working on it in the background, but who knows? They probably thought, man, this dude ain't gonna ever give it up. So now that he had, now that rumor has it he has given it up, they probably want to make sure that they're tooling. They probably is tooling that head sculpt along with the Indiana Jones head sculpt around the same time, which I would think that they would, be different depending on how many different indies we get.
It could just be a unique year in the sense that they've been doing all this other stuff, other Marvel and Star Wars, and they just, I mean, I'll say this: I don't think that as far as Return of the Jedi is concerned, I don't think they're done.
No.
Right? I mean, because
they don't get a Boushh Leia, come on. That's like
that's least,
a nothing.
Right?
That's a nothing burger. That's not a nothing burger. That's just a no-brainer. Like, as toyetic as that is, and you say Return of the Jedi, that speaks Return of the Jedi.
Sure, of course, of course. I mean, the only reason I say it is because they pronounced it. Hey, 40th. Hey, 20th. Right? This is what's coming. Doesn't have to be May 4th. It doesn't, right? At all. Yeah. So just knowing that there's a brand of it labeled 40th, okay. As long as something comes out the rest of the year, we got 7 more months. I think something else is going to drop. Because otherwise, I'm looking at it as a whole for the entire year, right? Yeah. And that would be kind of weird if we just got those 2. So I think you're probably right. I think we're probably going to see some more. And likely we're going to see more clones.
Yeah.
Because those are the only 2 that are 20th anniversary branded so far.
I think we'll definitely get more. It's just about what's ready and what's not. And I think that's what it was. And I think what they did this year's slate for May 4th, I don't want to start that conversation, but it was disappointing a little bit. But because we got Darth Sidious saved their ass. If we didn't get Darth Sidious, I think a lot of people would have been like, oh, this is bullshit. But Darth Sidious, and the fact that they did front load it. I mean, I just don't understand how they operate, because I would have saved. Think about it. I would have.
Nobody does.
I would have saved.
Maybe that's a good thing. That's unpredictable.
It is, but I'm just saying. But wouldn't it make sense to save? Like, you come out, okay, you had to save C-3PO and that Darth Vader for May 4th. And just put those 2 out, and then put out. That would have been. That make perfect
sense.
We would have lost our minds, like,
right? Because then they would have just dropped 4, like 2 and 2.
A troll. You don't give a shit. We're gonna get excited either way, dude. Regardless if it's May 4th or not, man. So he's gonna have us talking no matter what. If they gave us all those figures on May 4th, we'd be talking. If they didn't give us all those figures for May 4th, which they didn't, we're talking about it anyway.
Right, I see what you're saying.
So we're always bringing them up in conversation, man. So the man's a freaking genius. I'll give him that.
That's true.
That is true. Do me a favor, Jay. Can you bring up the Purge, just for that final the final for the week? Because, let's see what some people talk about or think about it in the chat. Because that one's interesting to me. That was our last drop for the week, and then we're gonna talk about the Facebook post here, right after that. Because, dude, like, and that's what I was telling you guys earlier as well, is that, like, I'm not a huge fan of the Obi-Wan show.
No.
I'm just not. But damn, these Purge Troopers are badass, dude. So for me, you know, and Mario knows, I think you know too, Jay, that I'm getting 2 of these. Because I have an idea of what I want to do with it. And the weird part is I like the Inquisitors. And with the recent, I mean, we saw them months ago, but it seems like they're coming soon. So if we get the third sister and the fifth brother, you know, I think you could make a really cool display for that shit. And I think that look cool, regardless of, you know, I didn't really enjoy the show that much, but I do like them. I like the Inquisitors. I think that shit's cool. And dude, Purge Troopers, I like the idea behind them, and everything would just look so badass. So I'm in for at least 2. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, Jay, because it's, you know, I think it's safe to say that we're all getting Darth Vader.
Yeah.
From the Obi-Wan show, but
yeah.
So at the very least, is that something that you would consider getting, even just to kind of pair with that Vader? Do you have any plans or kind of a vision of sorts?
I really like this. That's the thing. I really like this, but then it comes a thing of space. And I'll be honest with you, I'm actually more excited to get the Inquisitors than this. I'd rather have.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want all the Inquisitors. I want. See, and it's funny because I look, the man, what's his name? Rupert Friend, who played
Inquisitor.
Played the Grand Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
He put my mom in her wheelchair.
yeah.
You know, so
that's an automatic, man. That's an automatic.
He's bought. You know, my mom was like, he's such a gentleman. You gotta get his figure.
That's awesome, dude.
I'm like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I gotta get his figure. So, and then I'm going to get Reva. So I'm like, I'm hoping that they give us the rest of those, the rest of them, because I think I want them along with the Vader and Obi-Wan. So I'm kind of in on that line. But this right here, this looks so damn cool. I mean, red and black is my shit. I love
me
it.
too. So you know
what I'm saying? So that's what it's like. It's hard, man. And they look badass. Like, look at that helmet, man. That helmet is fucking amazing. So I know I got to make a choice quick. But man, right now is kind of a pass for me, but I don't know. I mean, I put it like this: if it comes in and they're probably listening to me. If it comes in the Third Eye, my comic store, if it comes in there, I'm definitely
okay. Well, I'll tell you what's gonna happen is you'll see mine. I'll do some photos and I'll be like, Jay, these are kind of cool. What do you think? And then you'll be like, shit, he has them. I gotta, you know. No,
he's not going to get him until Third Eye, his crack dealer, is going to shove him down his throat and make him actually get it when he walks out.
There you go.
How many times has that happened to you already, man?
Shit, every week.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Well, I would say twice a month.
There you go, man.
Yeah. Yep. Well, okay, so Jay is probably going to get it, but just not quite just this yet. But.
No. Does that now? I know I didn't watch the quick look sideshow video. Does this visor light up?
I don't believe it does. I didn't look either, but it doesn't say it in the description.
Nah, it probably doesn't.
So probably not, but I could be wrong. I don't think it does. I think what that is like a vinyl, vinyl material inside. So when, like, you know, you see how the photography is, got light in front of it. So that's what I think it is. Again, I should probably watch the video, but I don't think it has cell batteries.
The holder in is vinyl too. Oh wow.
Yeah. So Yeah, so my idea, which I was going to say is, I would be taking, because I'm getting 2, but I'm taking off the pauldron on one and the comma on that one, just so I can make like a regular kind of trooper, right? So for the ranks, because I'm pretty sure the comma will come off. If not, I'll take it off. But
the comma is like, because I didn't know, that's like the skirt thing.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So and that's the distinction, right? So if I remove that in the pauldron, then I just have like a standard trooper. You know,
you freaking guy, dude. With that logic, you're making me buy 2 of them, dude.
I'm not making you do anything. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
you are, dude. Just by expressing your logic to me like that, man, it's an automatic 2 for me. Although I don't want to.
Well, my logic is flawless. I mean, it works. At least for me. So
just because your mom told you that, it doesn't make it so.
Well,
but you know what I mean.
She would beg to differ. No. Oh fuck, dude.
No, I've already got one on lock, dude. I'm seriously considering a second, dude. After you mentioned all that shit, so.
Well, that's great.
We'll see, man.
Because I think they look awesome. I really do.
They do look great.
I hear you thought of here in a sec, but Rockmon Chris, my man, with the $5 super chat, dude. Thank you so much, dude. He says one of the first figures released by Hot Toys was George Lucas. It was the director. How would you feel if George Lucas 2.0 with the gray hair was announced on May 4th? Well,
I'd love it. I'd be in for that shit, dude.
Yeah, I think everybody would.
All in for it.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I think I don't think.
And make it right here in the center of this. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
It's like we have the original Stan Lee. Or at least I know I do, and Jay does. I don't know if you do, Mario, but
no.
Okay.
I wanted to get it, but I'm good without it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like I got Stan Lee out there with my Marvel comic stuff. Like, so of course, George Lucas. Now I don't know if they do it because of Disney. Like I don't know how they would roll over on that one.
It's not up to Disney. They don't have to put Disney on the label. It's George Lucas.
I guess if they went to Lucas directly and it was its own. Yeah. Well, I don't know actually. What the fuck is my Stan Lee? He's an MMS. Yeah, he's just a movie masterpiece. He's not under a brand.
Yeah, he's a movie masterpiece.
Yeah, he's just a movie masterpiece IP.
I mean,
so
Hasbro's doing it with Lucas and Stormtrooper disguise. Didn't they just do that shit in six?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So I don't know, but I think it would. I think we would all probably get one, dude. So I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, these are dope. So I mean, I love Red and Black too, and I think these guys are sick, and they're also really cool in Fallen Order and Survivor. I like those, and I'm pretty damn sure one of these days we're gonna get a Cal Kestis. So this is something I could use, even though it's it doesn't have the phase 1 helmet like those, but I like this better. I like this much better. So
I'm so surprised we didn't get a Cal Kestis. I really thought we were gonna get that.
That's coming, dude.
Well, maybe again, that's probably coming. We do now have a whatchamacallit, the fucking name escapes me right now that I've been playing, Jedi Survivor. We have a Jedi Survivor IP now.
Yeah.
VGM line, starting with the Scout Trooper Commander. So yeah, I can't see them not making a Cal Kestis. I just can't.
Yeah.
It's a given, dude. It's a given.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, for sure.
So let me look. I would probably have to bring this up over on my end. This is probably easier.
What's great? You know what's great? The fact that May 4th is over and one still hasn't dropped.
Well, so your beard is safe for another.
It's gonna be
forever, bro.
It's gonna be when you least expect it. Least expected.
Maybe for the 40th anniversary of The Mandalorian, they'll probably drop it, dude. So
the
40th anniversary. Okay, well, yeah. Listen, I would still say that it's still a possibility, bro.
Y'all need to stop that shit, bro.
You don't think it's a possibility? Like it's just not in the realm of.
I think you have
ever happening.
I think it's more possible of you getting hit by a bus and the N1 actually dropping.
Oh, I'll for sure get hit by a fucking bus. Yeah, but I can't never say never though, bro.
You think that TIE Interceptor's coming out?
Do I think what? I'm sorry.
You think that TIE Interceptor they showed is coming out? They showed it twice already, bro.
No, I don't think that the TIE Interceptor would come out. That's...
Why not? Why not? That was in The Mandalorian. There's a shitload of them too.
Yeah.
Return to Jedi 40th anniversary. Why not?
But it's not Mando's ship, and that's
Who gives a shit?
Well, I know I don't, but I'm just.
I think
it's an iconic design from an iconic film.
Yeah, but it's harder to. I don't know, man. I think we still can get it. And the reason why, if you look at how that shit is up on Sideshow, and I know it's a bunch of other shit up there on Sideshow like that, but I think all signs pointing to yes that it will happen when we. I think what happened with the whole shit debacle that happened with the damn DeLorean kind of took the wind out of their wings. And because I think this thing was going to be a little bit more pricey, a little bit more expensive. And then they think like, shit, we already fumbled the ball on $1,000 vehicle. We're going to let that stink die off a little bit and get more of those out to people. So then they'll feel more comfortable when we drop that N1. I think it's been delayed. That's what I think. I don't think it's delayed indefinitely, but I think it's just been delayed. That's what I'm thinking. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I think it's possible. I don't know if TMS 100 and 101 is going to be the N1 and Mando, or if it's going to be the third sister and the fifth brother, or you know, because those are coming soon, right? And it could be one or the other, right? I think it could be one or the other, but I still don't want to discount the fact that the N1 very well might appear.
Okay, what about the Jedi Anakin's Starfighter? You think that's coming out? You know how long that's been said on Sideshow's coming soon page?
No, but they didn't do a sizzle reel for that either.
Here's I'll only say this about the Starfighter is that was also during a time where Hot Toys would tease a shit ton of stuff and never deliver.
Right.
You know? And then lately, the past year, like they've been teasing shit.
They've been teasing figures.
Granted.
Not vehicles. Not
granted.
Large 6 freaking foot vehicles, bro.
Granted. But at any given day, though, as we just said on the stream tonight, like, and we always, Hot Toys is unpredictable for that reason. So I don't know. Like, it could very well happen at some point. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And when it does, you got to shave your beard, and then we're going to be good. Like,
I ain't going to do shit.
You know?
I ain't going to do shit, dude.
I mean, I could put a poll in the chat.
It's not out yet. Y'all haven't done anything for me. So what's the incentive? What's the incentive for me to continue?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what there's.
Dude, go back and enjoy yourself some pizza again for once.
Oh no, I can't eat pizza, bro. I can't.
For 3 months straight.
I
all
can't.
you live off of, bro.
No, man, I can't.
All of you guys are after my beard, man. I'm going after your diet.
No way, dude. I'm down 60 pounds, bro. I'm not.
Okay.
I ain't about to be fucking eating pizza.
What?
As much as I want some pizza.
Look, Charlie Unicorn said pizza's good.
I get it. Pizza is good. Pizza is life. But you know what? I'm okay.
This is the way.
I am okay. Where's this at? I'm gonna bring this up on the screen. Well, you guys probably won't see it, but everybody in the chat will. So I put up a thing. Where's it at? I put up a post the other day, and I'm gonna bring it up right now. That's the wrong thing, for whatever reason. I don't know what we're seeing on screen. I think we're still seeing Jay, so let me hide that. So I put this up, right? I said, hey, you know what? We're gonna do a showcase here about custom figures or third-party figures, custom bases, custom dioramas, you know, because there's a lot out there. And, you know, as we see in the chat, you know, there's a lot of new people coming in, and people don't always know about other stuff that's out there. So, and not to mention, it's cool to see what other people are doing with their collections, right? So I had a post in the Facebook group, which, guys, if you haven't joined, we're almost to 1,000 members over there at 6 Kill Mafia. And yeah, we got there's some cool stuff in here. So I'm gonna try to show some of them off for you guys, right? This is your guys' photos, your guys' collection, and I'm sure you guys can see this, right, Mario and Jay?
I'm gonna take your word for it, dude. I can't see shit.
Oh, not even on the stream or what?
On the stream, yeah, but we're like 15 seconds behind.
No, it's like 5.
On the stream? Even so, man.
It's like 5. I can't.
So we're gonna wait 5 seconds when you announce it, and then.
No, I'm just. Well, I mean, unless Jay shares the thread, he can share it. But you know, it's a little difficult because you got to keep clicking and opening them up. But, you know, Jay could do that too. But, you know, we got Payne, our buddy, you know, Payne Collectibles.
In here?
Well, on the photo it is.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
Oh, okay. So you can't even see it. We'll see if Jay can share it. If Jay can share it, then we can go through it. But,
okay.
You know, which we'll do. But, you know, this was So Toys Green Arrow. That's badass. Not a lot of people know about it, you know. And of course the Superman from the CW. What was it? The Crisis. What season was that? A few years ago. You guys know what I'm talking about. So that one's pretty cool. And then I'll see if Jay can share it. If Jay can share it, then we can bring it up.
I'm trying to see why I can't see it.
Should be in the thread. But just show a few off. That's the new one, right? Punish Man from Present Toys.
Oh.
I don't know who will pick that one up, but it's, you know, it's Punisher, you know, Netflix, you know, it's like the Hot Toys one, but different and new, and that's pretty dope. Especially for people who didn't pick him up. I like the original. But I think that one's pretty badass. And I know you guys can't see, so I'll give it a second for Jada to bring it up.
I'm trying to find out why I can't get in the thread. I'm not seeing the thread. Hold on.
That is weird. Maybe I can. I don't know why you can't see it.
Oh, I can see it now. But when I click on something, it goes. It's not.
Well, what if you? Here, I'll just show you.
All right, let me start from the bottom.
Because I just show all comments and then click one at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I clicked one at a time. Oh, damn, it's a lot of good shit here.
There's a lot of good stuff that everybody posted, so that's kind of why I wanted to show. What if you click it like this, guys? So let me see if this will work for you, because this is the way I did it was I went into the actual. Oh no, you can kind of see it, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It's a little tricky. Like I go to recent media and then click the post that I made, and then you can see it. But
it's like I'm able to click on it, but I have to like exit out and then click on and go up. It's like I can't just like cycle through them. That's weird. Let me try to go do it. The link that you sent. Give me.
Well, when you do, okay, let me put it this way for you guys in the chat also watching. If you do look, you know when you go to the group, right? So you can go to the group, and then on the right hand side, there's stuff that says recent media. It's like not even on the post, just in the group.
Yep.
And then you can hit see all, and then you'll see my post there. If that makes any sense.
Yep. I see it. But...
And then when you click my post, it loads it differently. And then you have to show all comments and then view previous. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's the only way. It's the way Facebook works. Like I can't like scroll through every single one, but you can click a picture, then hit the X button, click a picture.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's really the only way that we can do it.
That's the only way we can do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. So you know what I can do is share what you're showing. I don't know where you're at, but.
So I just shared the Joker.
Okay. Oh, who did this one? I forget because there was two of them, right?
Yep.
I don't know if he wrote it in the description. I don't know if this was Derek's, but a lot of people have.
Yep, this is Derek's.
Oh, okay. So that's Hot Toys Body and Head repainted and rooted by Shane Poole. Oh, nice, dude. Shane Poole's dope. Leather, the Did Boots, Joker, and Harley Hot Toys. Oh wow, so he totally kit bashed. That's pretty badass.
That's dope.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
That looks real good.
Damn.
Real good.
Another one. Okay, so what do we got? SW Toys Body and Clothes. Skull rooted by Tetsu. So wow, so he went pretty hard on that. That's pretty cool, dude.
That's dope.
That is actually pretty cool, dude.
Damn good.
Yeah, I wish I could scroll through like all of these, but it's like we have to bring them up.
Wow, this is dope.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. See, I never got Mysterio though, but that's actually really badass looking.
That looks. Oh, Mysterio's a great figure. That's a great one.
Yeah, that's actually really damn cool. I don't know if he had done anything different to it, but I like it. Other than the background, like the whole setup is pretty badass looking.
Yeah, that looks dope. Very nice.
Oh yeah, he's got a lot going on there. Okay.
You got Rick Flag and Katana. That's dope.
Oh yeah.
I like what he did with Deadshot down there, having him in the orange suit, in orange prison uniform. That was good.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
Displays, man.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so this is all from Derek. So he's got a lot of. That's badass.
Thinking about getting that Deadshot.
Yeah.
It's not bad, man. I had it and sold it, but it's not. I had both of these.
Just to go with Harley, or get a Leto Joker. I'll probably get him in the
in the tux.
Not in the tux, but in the I think I like the one with him in the straight jacket on the chair.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool, and he's got the custom stands, so I dig that as well. Yeah, so he's done a lot actually. See, the sculpts are rooted or repainted. Yeah, 357 repainted. Yeah, dude, that's when you go hard, man. That's cool, man, because a lot of these that Derek did are just pre-existing that just modded the hell out of.
That's dope. Ooh, what we got here? Oh wow.
Yeah, buddy, those are Pop Toys. Last Samurai. Damn, he posted a lot, Derek. I didn't know how many Derek put in there. That's badass. So he's got a lot of stuff.
Shit. Those look badass. Didn't you sell some of those?
I actually did. 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗕𝗥.
Oh, he's got your stuff?
Yep. He loves the Last Samurai so much.
Yeah, he's loving all the third party shit more than the Hot Toys too, man.
I know, dude. So hard. it's pretty badass. So that's his all at once. Okay, I see.
And look at the riser. That's
what I was about to say, man. That's dope. Wow. That's a nice touch.
Yeah,
man.
that's actually nice. Really cool, dude.
I love that. Love that. That looks good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a whole damn. Yeah, that's badass, dude.
And that's a handsome ass collection. That looks good. That looks good.
I love it. Collector Kev, what's up, my dude? Kit Bash, Bruce Wayne. Okay. All right, that's pretty cool. Christian Bale.
Looks nice. Good use of that Bale head sculpt. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you'll have to.
I am getting a little bit American Psycho vibe though.
a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hell yeah.
That looks good though. That looks good.
Hell yeah, Fat Batman. What's good, my brother? In the house. Love the Last Samurai figures. And Jay says Pain is undercover coming to 6 skill. Hell yeah. Is actually, speaking of, what's up, man? So yeah, this is Fat Batman's right there, dude. That's a sick piece too.
That looks dope. That's fucking amazing.
Dude, that is so badass. But you know, it's hard for me. I'm like, damn, because I saw that too, and I was like, yo, I don't know.
Hard night's work for Batman right there.
Yeah, but it's so good.
That looks good. Looks good. Oh, wow.
Now there's Fat Batman again. Hell yeah, dude. Digging it. I know he's huge, man, and well, obviously isn't, you know. So it's like, it's fucking awesome, dude, being able to see stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of people in the chat. Yep, exactly, dude. Rovenick Batman is amazing. Yeah, dude, it's a badass piece, bro. Yeah, this was interesting. So Lou had mentioned this. He said something in the description that this is a band, and I don't know if you can look at some of his photos here that might be on this thread. He's got the actual band here somewhere, like at the top. If you scroll a little bit higher, because we're going up backwards. That he had mentioned something at the top of his. There we go. The Cybertronic Spree is the band. So that's the whole band right there in that photo. And then he just did that custom one first.
Though that's actually RC, but to actually, that's crazy.
That's kind of cool
RC
though.
Red Guard, that's a band? That's dope.
That's
crazy.
Dope.
All right.
Yeah, so that's like super unique. That's super unique.
Dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's pretty
Very
cool.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Okay, nice for comparison. That's dope.
Damn good.
Hell yeah.
Put some work into that shit.
Shit, yeah, dude. Yeah, I dig that. I dig that. So a lot of these are customs or kit bashes. Some of them obviously out there are third party. So, but that's super cool. Nightmare Superman Soldiers. That's what it is. Okay, so damn good job, man. That's pretty awesome.
Very good job.
So what do we got here? Sideshow Mythos Boba Fett. Had some 3D printed parts, chest piece, helmet, and blaster, painted and weathered. Was able to sell it a while back. Okay. Base was a couple of bits and pieces here and there as well. Just time and imagination.
I like it.
That's
cool.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, man.
Very cool.
Hell yeah. Oh, there we go.
Look at that. I got a little Anakin going on. All right.
What? Oh shit. That's dope. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
That's dude. Impressive. That's impressive. Can't wait to see that thing painted. Can't wait to see that painted. Damn.
Yeah, that's actually really neat. You know, because that's the thing. A lot of people don't know about all these third parties or customs out there. You know, and it's and it's super cool, man.
Oh,
so
wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dang cool, guys.
Oh,
okay.
Also custom base. All right.
That looks dope.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. And that's what we need. Like, we need a lot of cool bases like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just take the figures to a whole nother level. It's like that's like almost a statue. It becomes a statue.
Yeah.
You know, with the right base, the right diorama base. Damn, that looks good.
Yeah, that's actually really cool, dude.
Oh shit, Candyman, farewell to the flesh. Look at this shit.
Oh yeah. Damn. Candyman scared the shit out of me though, dude.
Let me tell you something. I used to work in Georgetown at this place called Georgetown in DC. It's a place called Blues Alley. And it was right around the time Final Destination came out. And Tony Todd was in it. And I remember I told my friend, man, if I ever seen Tony Todd in this alley, man, because we were in it was called, the name of the club was Blues Alley, but it was a club in an actual alley. And I was like, man, if I ever seen him in this alley, man, I'll probably just like head for the fucking hills.
Oh shit.
An hour later, fucking Tony Todd comes into the damn club.
No way.
And I was like, holy shit. Of course I did the opposite. I was just like, oh my God. And he was cool as shit. Me and him talked for like an hour. And he was just like, cool. He was like, I called him my uncle. Because he's cool.
Hell yeah.
I was like, dude, I got your figure at home. And at the time I had like the McFarlane Toys figure. And he was just like, yeah. He was like, wait a minute. They have that? He was like, damn. I gotta see where the money went for that.
Right. Yeah, Marlon's right, man. High-end custom horrors, another level. Yeah, and they can be crazy expensive.
Look at that. Damn, that looks good. Adam, this is dope.
Yeah, that's actually really damn cool, man. Shit. Yeah, wow, dude. There's a lot, man. It's pretty cool, man, that there's a lot of people that are you know, doing a lot of different customs or just third parties or you just kit bashing yourself, you know what I mean? That's what I thought was so cool. Like, not a lot of people know about a lot of that stuff at all, you know, coming in. A lot of people are just used to Hot Toys or maybe 3.0 or, you know, but there's so much out there.
That is scary because that looks so damn lifelike. That looks good.
Yeah, that's actually like really crazy, dude.
The sculpted J head sculpt. Usil clothing. Hello with bra. Rib cage. Damn. I hate to ask how much all that costs. Jesus.
Dude. Yeah. So there you go. You got a wolf 3D printed armor and paintwork.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. Damn, it looks good.
Jason. What the hell is that? That's pretty good. That's pretty damn funny.
Teapots, you say?
Right? So there's another kit bash. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good too.
That looks good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, for those out there that don't know about all the different third parties and customs, I mean, there's a lot. Oh yeah, so he's got a lot of. I remember looking at his posts earlier. Lot of horror stuff.
I dig the horror stuff.
It's totally up Jay's alley. Not so much mine.
Oh yeah,
but still pretty cool.
I love the horror shit.
Oh, did it myself, huh? So you repainted it, dirty, clean. That's badass. That's actually really cool.
That is very awesome. Oh shit, he has fuck, I forget
what is this, Hellraiser?
I think this is this Hellraiser.
I think
that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that's super cool. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shit. Oh. Yeah, I can't do all the horror stuff, but it's pretty good. There you go. Oh yeah. Damn. That's pretty badass. Miles Dice said, I want a custom dark man. That would be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. I totally dig that. Oh, so we've got a. Oh, okay. So using a 𝗕𝗙𝗎𝗓 body. There's only some horror I like, dude. I like a lot of John Carpenter stuff. I like what else do I like? I mean, the original Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. You know, there's some stuff here and there, but damn, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's pretty badass as well, dude.
Yeah, love the paintwork on that.
That is pretty good. Yes, the Thing, dude. Yeah, there was a nice custom. And I think somebody else is doing one too. Grady, I don't know. I don't remember who, man. So yeah, that's actually really cool, dude. Shit, yeah, man. Custom Dark Man, the Bruce Campbell head sculpt would be so sweet. Dude. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there, guys. So that's kind of what we, I wanted to show off. I know we're probably not going to get to all of them because I know we're running a little low on time, but
yep,
dude, like there's so much. And if you guys are in the Facebook group and kind of look, oh yeah, he put up a ton. Wow.
He put up a lot.
I know, if you can find it, see if you can find 𝗬𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 real quick, because I remember he put up, it might be towards, it's, he put up a Predator. Damn, there's a lot, guys. I definitely come check in the Facebook group, because yeah, everybody put up a ton of customs and third parties, as you guys can see right here. But I know he put one up. Where is it?
Sorry, that just caught my eye.
No, that's cool.
That looks dope. Looks dope.
Oh yeah, and through the description, there's a lot there. Yeah. There's Hoth's hometown right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's actually really cool, dude.
That looks damn good, AJ. Damn good.
That is pretty slick, dude. Yeah, I don't remember where 𝗬𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. I don't know if this is the most recent, but I know he had put one. I didn't even look at it, but I know he put up a there we go. Custom Aqua Hunter. Fuck. Okay, that's pretty badass.
That's badass.
Hell yeah. Damn. Right, 12-bit smooth trick, right? Custom Aqua, I found Dokinator. Yeah, he did. That's actually super dope. Nice, dude. So there's Hoths right there, man. Hometown, Imperial Shelf, Falcon Cargo Hold Club, Strange the Dude, Mando Shelf, Tuscan Village, Speeder Bike Scouts. That's pretty badass.
That looks great.
Yeah. So, I mean, guys, there's a ton in the Facebook group. Come check it out. We were going to probably show more, but there's so much. So, dude, it's really awesome that everybody, you know, hell yeah, dude. 14 Wellington, what is good, dude? I like that. And he's got a Ray Stevenson in the back, the Punisher Warzone movie.
Looks dope.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing, right? Like, there's just so much. There's so much customs out there and third parties, man. A lot of people didn't know about. Dude, I really like that Aqua. That Predator's badass Dokinator. So I mean,
yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, dude. But I think we're probably gonna wrap though, man. I know we're hitting that mark. I know Mario, you got to get going. It kind of, you know, we had a little bit of problems in the beginning, but we're good now. Everything's smooth, man. So you know what I mean. It kind of sucks that we had to restart the stream. But now I know my limits in the bandwidth, so we can't be pushing.
Yep.
We can't be pushing too hard, man, at all. But anyway, just real quick, since it's just us, man. I mean, what's up with you, Jay? I mean, something new on the horizon?
Yeah, man. Working on the review. First of all, thank you for having me here, man. This was fun.
Always man.
Fun. Always fun to, you know, talk shop and, you know, have, you know, just, you know, go back through, recap everything that happened this week, and you know, the community stuff is always fun. So definitely.
Yeah, every few months, you know, we always try to bring up something in the community, whether it's, you know, we had displays, you know, and photography, and you know,
exactly.
Yeah, it's always fun, dude. It's always fun to see what everybody's up to.
So I did a little sneak peek yesterday. Of the R2 review. So the Attack of the Clones R2D2. I got a review for that coming out, so look out for that. That should be dropping pretty soon, most likely tomorrow afternoon. So that's going to be interesting. And I may or may not be picking up from my other local comic shop, Beyond Comics, Wonder Woman 84. I may be picking her up tomorrow, so that's going to be great. Can't wait for that. What else? Anything else that comes out, any new news, I'll be on top of it. Hopefully we'll get some more drops this week. We'll get some, hopefully we'll get a Casca Reeves and Fennec, or you know, something of that equivalent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll probably get that 3PO that's been teased for the longest time.
Dude, I really want that 3PO. And I have that on Sideshow, but that may be another. I may have to go across the world to get that.
Yeah, well,
yeah, because I've been waiting for that 3PO. I mean, and even the head sculpt that comes with R2D2. I mean, I hope it's different.
Right.
I do hope it's different.
Yeah,
but it's cool. That's like a nice little like nugget. Like, hey, this is coming. You know, like nice little sneak preview that comes with it. So
yeah,
I can't wait.
Wanda week. Right. Hashtag where's Wanda? Yeah, I honestly don't know. We do have a $2 super chat though from Mike Latoris. Thank you so much, dude. As always, I know I always get a laugh out of it. It's this great show as always, fellas. Thanks. Love you guys. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate it, my man. Yeah, I mean, go subscribe to Jay if you guys already haven't, man. And again, sorry for the technical difficulties today. I'm building stuff from the ground up, so it's kind of a fuck it, we'll do it live scenario. I had mostly confidence in me, so other than the the bandwidth, so a couple kinks to iron out. But and then of course Mario, my dude.
Yeah.
You dropped a short collection tour.
Yeah, man. Check that out real quick.
Real quick,
man. I dropped a few shorts this week. I gave y'all a quick look at Rise of the Resistance, see what that ride is like over there at Disneyland. Did that as a two-parter. Dropped a little original trilogy collection tour, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, man, I'll be around here and there. LWO my thing Friday nights. Be back here, I guess, Tuesday night. What the hell are we doing Tuesday night?
I don't know yet.
Anyway.
I don't know what we're doing Tuesday night.
Right.
But we'll find out. I know we didn't really do any comic stuff, so I don't really know yet.
Yeah.
But we'll talk. We'll talk something. We always do.
Yeah.
So I don't.
If y'all haven't, last night's LWO was freaking incredible. I think that was one of our best shows that we had, man.
It was
we were just
really funny.
A bunch of fools, man. It was hilarious. 3-hour stream, man, but I was over there on 𝗕𝗔𝗦𝗘's channel, Cisco Reviews. So I highly encourage y'all to go check that out if you haven't already, man. But yeah, be back here on Saturday, hopefully next Saturday, and yeah, man.
Yeah, man. No, that shit was funny as hell last night, dude.
Yeah, great.
Joel had me rolling too, man. What did he say? I forgot what he said. He's like, I would just wipe my ass or something, or clean my ass or something. Had me laughing, bro. I was fucking spitting shit out, man.
Some crazy conversations last night, dude. We're just completely out of left field and amongst other things, but yeah, it was last night. Everybody was shining, dude. It was great.
It could have gone on another hour.
Oh, probably could have.
Easy.
Yeah, but it was late.
Easy, because I was like, damn, dude, shit, I'll jump on because it was funny, but then I know everybody was tired. I was like, damn, you guys, so. Yeah, definitely.
We're already pushing 3 hours at that time, man. So to go 4, it's kind of not everybody can do it.
Right? No, not everybody. Yeah, I agree. But it was pretty damn funny, guys. So check that one out over on 𝗕𝗔𝗦𝗘's if you haven't. That shit was good. LWO. Other than that, yeah. So I guess we're just gonna do stuff Tuesday, and then if you have anything you may decide to do. Are you guys doing Scoundrels this week or?
I don't know. I'm gonna talk with the crew to see if they want to do a makeup show for May 4th. Unfortunately, I was gonna do it Thursday, but something came up last minute where I couldn't do the show, and I don't think I'll pick up the ball with that. So I don't know. That remains to be seen.
Okay, remains to be seen. All right. Well, either way, guys, make sure you subscribe to Mario if you have not already, and Brother Cousins. I got the links in the description right now. And again, apologize for the technical difficulties, but I think we're good to go-ish. I don't even have an outro, so when we end it, we're just done. Just like that. So
we are done.
Yeah, so stay tuned on Thursday or Tuesday. I don't know what we're going to do on Tuesday, but we're going to be doing something. And yeah, hey man, don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. I know it was a little janky today, but hey, you know what? It's all good. Things are working out. And road to 5K and all that good stuff. Subscribe to everybody here. Subscribe to all your other buddies out there in the world that you have not, because it's awesome. And that's it, man. I'm out.